Have you been wanting a smokeless fire pit? Maybe a miniature one to take camping, or maybe just on your back porch? Well, today we're going to talk about the Ozark Trail 7-inch portable smokeless fire pit and see if it's a good fit for you. I am Meander and Mitch with High Frequency Media, and I'm a camper and just general outdoor lover. And I don't know about you, but I really enjoy just sitting around a fire, even when it's not used for heating purposes. So for that reason, I thought this might be a good purchase just to sit on the porch and kind of hang out around, and I'm hoping it will be for camping as well. But in this video, we're just going to do an unboxing and an initial burn, as well as go over a few initial thoughts. If you're interested in a more long-term review, make sure you drop down in the comments how long exactly you want to know. I've been throwing around the idea of doing a few different lengths, but I'm kind of undecided. So comment what you'd like to see and we'll see if we can make that happen. Before I jump into the unboxing, I do want to show just what I have over here, and that is, of course, the 7-inch outdoor portable stove, the premium wood fuel pellets from Solo Stove. I figured it's only fair to use the Solo Stove pellets when comparing it to something like a Solo Stove. I have the Blackbeard Fire Starters fire plugs, which are new to me, but so far so good. And then I have a little steel and flint striker to light these. So that's what I got. That's all I'm using for this video. And without further ado, open this up. I am going to use this chair just to display everything. It's wood. I want to test to see if it burns the surface it's on, and I like this chair, so I'm not going to ruin that one. But I do want to test that, and yeah, so let's open this thing up and see what's on the inside. Loud noises. Wow. So there's nothing else in here, just this. And that's actually pretty cool. This mesh bag is actually a lot heavier duty than I thought it would be. No shade on Walmart or Ozark Trail, but I just assume that things like this are going to be a little lower quality, but that feels awesome, actually. For the instructions, I'm going to keep those just in case I need to check them out. I do have some kind of experience with some of these, but I'm sure there's some little differences. So, if you can see this, it does have these little stands, so you can use pots, flip them out. I don't think inside would be, yeah, inside is not going to be any support. It has to be flipped completely out. I will note that that is pretty wide, so for some backpacking, like pans, pots, whatever, to boil, that could potentially be problematic, but as far as general, like if you're gonna sit around your, or sit on your porch and sit around this and roast marshmallows or something, it's not gonna be an issue. But if you try to use something small, potentially. But it does fit in there pretty nice. It's only 2 pieces, which is nice. I don't know if these other ones, I don't know if these come out or not. It does not appear that that comes out. Let me read the instructions really quick just to double check, but so based off the instructions to empty the ashes, I'm going to guess that it is not a piece that comes out. It says to remove this and to just dump out. So I'm going to go ahead and say that those are the only 2 parts. It also looks like that based off of the diagrams, but I wanted to be sure just for you guys. See if it says how many pellets to put in here. Okay, so to start this, I'm going to take that off. It is showing the wood pellets to be maybe a little bit better than halfway filled, so I'm going to fill that up more than about halfway, and then I'm going to use this fire starter. So this will be a test of 2 things. 1, these fire starters to see if they burn down, but 2, apparently when you burn these, you're supposed to start the pellets from the top, not the bottom, to help it burn longer, I guess, is what I've deducted through some of my research. It does appear to be that way. The one thing that it does say, So I'm not sure if you can see here or not, but these ridges, you don't want anything to be stacked up above that. I do know that because it messes up the airflow, and hopefully we'll get the show at some point, but if you run it optimally, the fire kind of like shoots through those and it looks just really cool, which is the big selling point for this for a lot of people. So we're gonna try it out. I'm really hoping that I get more than one burn out of these, but I don't know. This was $10 for this little bag, so we'll see how long it gets and go from there, I guess. If I can open it. Dang. Probably be easier if I opened it the right way, but do it the hard way. Be a man, you know? So the entire bag does not get us quite up to where it shows in the diagram that we can be up to, but I'm sure having fewer in there is not an issue, just too much. If anything, it just won't burn as long. Should still get the full effect of the stove though. I'm also going to use, again, one of these Blackbeard fire plugs. If you don't know how to use these, I'll explain very quickly. Essentially, it's just some cotton that's soaked in, I guess it's a wax of some kind. So you're supposed to give it a couple quick bends and then hold it and spin it to get some fibers showing. So we're going to do that for a second. The nice thing about these is you can drop them in the water, you can do whatever, and then as long as you don't do what I'm doing currently to them, it'll keep the water out. So you just want a little bit of stuff here, and then we'll go ahead and set them in there. I'm not going to do this the most graciously, so bear with me, but I'm going to show you what it looks like before I light it. That's what we're looking like. As you can see, the pellets are in there maybe a quarter of the way, and you have the little bit of the fire starters down there. So I'm going to start this. You can watch it catch, and then I'm going to back my camera up just a smidge so that we can watch this and not mess up my camera. So if you've never used a flint and steel, all you basically do is press this against this and push, well, and you get a little spark. So you want to aim it at your target, and just like that. Well, actually, since we only got one, just do it that way. We'll let that burn and let's see what happens. So 750 was our official starting the fire starters time. We'll see how long it takes to actually get burning, and then how long it takes to get to the actual effect, and then how long it actually burns. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and make you watch all of the lighting and how long it takes and all that. I will talk about it in just 1 second. I'm gonna let this catch and see how long exactly it takes, and then I'll be back to talk about it. See you in a minute. We are exactly 25 minutes in from starting the fire, and I actually, right before I started this, was going to say it wasn't getting through the holes, but now it is officially going through the holes just a smidge. I don't know if you saw that or not. I'm going to show it eventually, but it's finally starting to get to the outside. So what I realized was, as I'm sitting here watching it catch, is that it was going to one side. Well, having it sit on the chair, it was slightly lopsided, so it started burning up. So instead of going from the middle and going evenly out, it went from the middle and kind of went up a little bit, and now it's going evenly out. So this side is fully caught, this side is not quite caught. That is definitely my fault, but it looks like 25 minutes in and you should be right around getting the peak. I will say it did appear to go out for a second. I had to blow on it just a little bit. I don't know that that was 100% necessary. The airflow was still pulling it. It seemed like it was going, but it was smoking pretty good. So blowing on it definitely helped. But yeah. It also could have been the fire starter. I'm not 100% certain. But it's cooking now, and there's absolutely no smoke that I can see at all. So that's a good start. All right, I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. I will be right back with you, and then we'll talk about some stuff, and I'll show you what I mean by the fire effect here shortly. So it's getting a little dark. Hopefully this still looks all right. But we are consistently getting through the holes, and it's kind of going up. So I'm going to show you that. But first, I just want to talk about some first impressions, thoughts overall. But before I do that, I do want to say, first off, thank you for sticking around this far. If you're liking the content and you would like to see more of it, I'd really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. And then comment anything that you guys want to know more about. I am a outdoor camping related channel, so anything that is fire related, because I love campfires, or just camping related in general, I would love to answer some questions on. So comment those, hit that subscribe button, and I really appreciate it. But let's talk about this thing. Overall, pulling it out of the box, I am really impressed with the build quality. It does not seem very flimsy. The carrying case that comes with it is pretty awesome, and overall its performance is pretty satisfying. This thing I think was 39 bucks, so not very expensive, especially compared to a lot of the similar size, like Solo Stove I think is like 90 bucks for the similar size. It's solid. I mean, nothing, no quality loss or anything like that. So that would be my overall quality recommendation. I will again be doing a longer term review. Let me know what you guys want to know as far as like 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, whatever. Obviously I'll have to wait that long to do it, but if you guys want to see it, I will definitely make the video. I am really happy with the quality of the flame. I don't know to give full credit to the Solo Stove wood pellets. So far we are burned almost 35 minutes. So, I mean, we got a nice flame now. It took probably 15 minutes for it to start to catch pretty decent, and we'll see how long it lasts to burn the whole way through. I am seeing the very bottom of the thing already, so I don't know that it's going to go that much longer, but so far so good, and it's pretty cool. So as far as the total value, I would say dollar to product ratio is pretty outstanding. I don't have any Solo Stove products or any other products like this particular one, but I mean, for 39 bucks again, I'm pretty happy with it. You got a nice looking flame, easy to deal with, pretty portable. So this is definitely the kind of fire I would like to sit around during the, got a little spiral going on here too. This is the kind of fire I would like to sit around during the summer, where it's not too big where you have to sit far away from it. I'm getting some heat here, and again, it's a hot day, so you don't need it, but it is not too much where it's overwhelming. Back it up a little bit, you could have 5 or 6 people sit around this and just watch it. You don't have to necessarily be heated by it. So that's what I'm going to use it for. Also use it on camping for the same reason, but I also have the larger version of the Ozark Trail Smokeless fire pit. I believe it's a 17-inch smokeless fire pit that I'm going to be doing a review on also. And to compare it to that, I have the Solo Stove Ranger, which is, again, the name brand. I keep saying it and again, but you get what I'm saying. But it's the name brand version of the Ozark Trail 17-inch, and I just want to see if it's worth the extra money or not. So I got those both, so you don't have to, and check those videos out. Those will be out relatively soon. I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks or so. I have a lot of videos planned and need to make time to shoot them. So, but I rambled on long enough. Let me show you this thing just a little bit more. So as you can see in those little holes, the flame is pouring out of them. If you have the correct burn on there, that should be happening. If you don't, then you're not going to have the right airflow. And also, if you fill the pit up too much, you won't have that either. It's also pretty hard to show on video how much light and fire is actually put off by this, but looking with my naked eye, I would say that this video currently pretty accurately represents how bright it is and how dark it is outside, just to give you a relative idea. And then the last thing I'm going to do is put the top onto the stove so you can see what that looks like and if it disrupts the airflow or whatnot. So I'm going to do that real quick. It's kind of hard to see again because it's dark out now, but the flame actually has gotten significantly more consistent, like it should be, since I put that on. So I don't know if it's fixed the airflow or if it's blocked the outside airflow or what, but it looks pretty cool and pretty consistent, so that's neat. Definitely would make it a lot more manageable to actually use the burners. So yeah, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, I appreciate you. Peace.